Hi guys, Dave here with a new lesson. Today we're going to look at the first guitar solo to Comfortably Numb by Pink Floyd, and of course the guitarist was Dave Gilmour. Song's in the key of D major, so for the most part you're hearing D major scale being used, a little bit of the pentatonic, and some arpeggios that kind of match the chords that are being played underneath the solo. Okay, let's go in for the first bit. So, the first phrase. So a couple of things to point out with this. He does a lot of where he'll rake into a note. So in this case I'm playing the 14th fret on the E. I'm muting off the strings above and I'm basically strumming in into that first note. Like that, and you get that little crunch at the front. Dave Gilmour does this a lot. You'll hear this on lots of his guitar solos. So he does that, and then he goes down to 15 on the B and then back up to 14. Then adds vibrato with the whammy bar. In this solo, he tends to use the bar rather than his fingers to add the vibrato, and it gives it a kind of a different quality to the sound. Okay. Just take that much. There's a little ghost note on the first string, the E string, if you want to play that. Then he plays 14, bends up a half step and releases. Little cut off, and then that's 15th fret on the B, bend up a whole step, add the vibrato with the arm. Then he comes down. So this is happening over the A chord, and you'll hear a little bit of an A triad in here. So for that, I'm playing 15 and 14 on the B. Finger this any way you like, really. So 15, 14, and then I'm going to go 14B, 14G, 14D. There's your A triad there. Then slide that down to 12 on the D, and then re-pick 12 at the vibrato. There's a little bit of a ghost note on the B string if you want to play it, and then he does a rake into 14 on the E, and then bends that up a half step and then releases. Like so. And then 15B, bend up a whole step. And then again, this is over the A chord. You get a little bit of that A triad again. So this time we're going to pull off 15 to 14. Then 14G, 14D, slide down to 12, then play 11, slide to 9, then play 7. Then we're going to get a tone and a half bend on the G string at the 9th fret, at the vibrato. Then, so on the G string we're going to go 11, 9, 7. Now, when I hear, I think he's got the tremolo arm in his right hand, because it sounds like they're slightly out of tune when he plays the notes, and I think it's just where he's slightly touching the bar. Gives it a nice quality, actually. I like it. Then we're going to go pull off 11 to 9 on the G, and then slide from 9 to 7, and then re-pick 7. So this is a little bit of pentatonic. We're going to go pull off 9 to 7 on the G, 9D, 7, 9 on the G, then 11, like so. and then we're going to play 11 again, and we're going to bend it up a half step. Get a couple of ghost notes if you want to put them in. Then we're going to play 14 on the E, pull off 15 to 14, then 12, then pull off 15 to 12 on the B, 12 G, 12 on the D. And again, those last three notes spelling out a G major triad, and we're just about to go into a G chord at that point. So I think he's playing it in anticipation, if you like, of the chord. So staying on the D, we're now going to slide 10 to 9 and then repick 9. And then I'm going to pull off 10 to 9, slide down to 7 and then repick 7. Like so. At that point you're into the chorus, but there's a couple of little phrases he plays underneath the vocals. Another one of those tone and a half bends from the 9th fret on the G. So basically up 3 frets. And vibrato. Then still on the 9th fret of the G, we're going to bend up a whole step, cut it off. Then bend and release a whole step on the 9th fret. And then pull off onto 7. And then finally on the D string, slide into 9, slide down to 7, then repick 7. Like so. And that's the solo. Okay, just to finish off, I'll just talk a little bit about the sound that I'm using. I'm using the Line 6 Helix, and as far as amp models, I'm using the high watt model, which is I think what he used around that time. The distortion is a big muff distortion, and again this is all modelled in the Helix. And ambient wise, I'm using a plate reverb with a little bit of delay to get that kind of big arena sound that you can hear on the record. Okay guys, I hope that covers everything. I hope you get a lot from it, and I will see you for a lesson real soon.